Good morning, everyone. My name is Gautam Krishna, and I am presenting my MSc dissertation on the topic using honeypots and deceptive technology to improve IoT security by preventing man-in-the-middle attacks. This work combines practical experimentation with theoretical exploration to address one of the most silent yet devastating threats to IoT networks, the MITM attacks. Let's begin. In the abstract, this project explores how honeypots and deception techniques can be deployed to proactively detect and log man-in-the-middle or MITM attacks in IoT environments. Unlike traditional intrusion detection systems that only respond after compromise, this framework actively lures attackers using a telnet emulating honeypot, logs their behavior in real time, and does so with minimal resource overhead. My setup captured attacker session data, revealed behavioral patterns, and proved that deception-based approaches can significantly extend attacker dwell time, offering defenders a critical response window. While talking about the research gap, existing approaches to IoT security generally falls into two categories. The first one is the passive statistical or anomaly detection models, which often detect attacks too late. And second one, the hardware-centric countermeasures, which are expensive and do not cover network-level exploits like MITM. What's missing is a lightweight, protocol-specific, real-time reception system that is optimized for IoT-like environments. My work fills this gap with a medium interaction honeypot tailored for telnet-based MITM attacks. The significance and contribution. The key contribution of this project is a replicable, low-cost deception framework for IoT networks or environments. It allows organizations, especially small to medium-sized enterprises, to emulate vulnerable services, lure attackers, and record their behavior without relying on expensive or complex infrastructure. This not only improves detection capabilities but also generates valuable telemetry that can refine intrusion detection systems and security policies over time. The scope of this project is deliberately focused on controlled, low-resource lab settings. All components are deployed within VirtualBox using internal networks, ensuring complete isolation. I focused only on the telnet protocol to maintain realism without overextending the project. While the setup does not emulate multi-protocol or encrypted traffic like MQTT or HTTPS, the design is extensible for future work. And the introduction, as IoT devices proliferate across homes, hospitals, and smart cities, their minimal hardware capabilities make them prime targets for stealthy MITM attacks. Many still use plain text protocols and default credentials. This makes it easy for attackers to intercept, manipulate, or exfiltrate data. Traditional defenses lack real-time interaction, which is where deception-based strategies offer a significant edge. While talking about the literature review summary, the literature shows strong development in IoT, IDS, and MITM detection, but most approaches are either too lightweight or capture real-time behavior, or too resource-heavy to run on constrained devices. Studies like Shivasankari and Kamalakanan's regression-based MITM detection models are fast but passive. Others like Honey IoT use advanced reinforcement learning but are unsuitable for small-scale use. There is a critical space for a balanced medium interaction system that offers visibility without complexity. Objectives and the objectives of this research are threefold. First, to design a honeypot system that emulates telnet services vulnerable to MITM. Second, to log attacker activity, which includes login attempts and session commands in real time. The third is to assess the effectiveness of this setup in terms of detection success, attacker dwell time, and system performance overhead. The methodology I used a fully virtualized testbed. One Ubuntu server acted as the honeypot, like running Kali configured in telnet mode. Another Kali Linux VM played the role of the attacker using BetterCap for ARP spoofing. Network traffic was captured using TCP dump and Kali logs were passed with JQ. This setup provided full visibility into attacker actions and MITM manipulation without requiring any physical IoT hardware. While talking about the design specification, the honeypot is a medium interaction shell that imitates a telnet functionality. It responds realistically to common commands enough to engage attackers without exposing a real system. Meanwhile, Bettercap on the Kali VM performs ARP spoofing to position itself as a man in the middle. This interaction creates an opportunity to observe attacker tactics, capture traffic, and evaluate detection mechanisms under controlled conditions. The implementation steps. The implementation followed several key stages. First one is the Cowrie was installed from source and configured for telnet access. Next, the betacap was configured for ARP spoofing on the attacker machine. MITM attacks were launched using telnet to connect to the honeypot, simulating credential brute forcing and system reconnaissance. All data was captured using TCP dump and analyzed post-session using log parsers and custom Python plots. The data analysis. Two types of data were collected. JSON logs from Cowdy, which included connection timestamps, login success, and command sequences, and packet captures from TCP dump, revealing network level anomalies such as ARP, reply storms, and TCP session payloads. Analysis showed that attackers followed predictable patterns like scanning, login brute force, command execution, and file retrieval. Using JQ and Python scripts, I generated frequency graphs and top command summaries for interpretation. We're coming to the summary, like the result summary. In three separate MITM simulation runs, the honeypot detected and recorded every single interaction. Average attacker dwell time was approximately 88 seconds, with some sessions lasting over even 2 minutes. CPU usage remained below 3% and memory impact was negligible, like only an 18 MB increase, like 18 MB increase. Even unsuccessful brute force attempts were fully low, confirming the system's visibility. Figure-based analysis revealed that most attackers executed commands like ls, uname, and cat/etc/password, like for aligning with post-exploitation behavior. Well, coming to the evaluation part, the system met all evaluation criteria. Adequacy, like it captured both successful and failed MITM attempts. Coverage, logs included all sessions, commands, and spoofing events. Effectiveness, the use of deception extended attacker engagement, and the platform required no special hardware or advanced tuning. Limitations remain such as protocol diversity and real-world scalability, but within its defined scope, the system proved robust and repeatable. We're coming to the last conclusion and future work part. To conclude, this project demonstrates that lightweight honeypot deception can reliably detect and log MITM activity in IoT-like environments. The use of Cowrie, BetterCap, and TCP dump within a VirtualBox lab proves that high-quality security telemetry can be gathered without large budgets. For future work, I recommend extending the honeypot to include like MQTT, HTTP, and simulated IoT command responses. Integrating cloud alerting or automated response systems would also transition the framework from passive detection to active defense. So this is a PPT presentation. Thank you.